Bula, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our Thursday night product training call. We have been focusing so much lately on our BulaFIT system due to its incredible success. And so we're going to take a deeper dive tonight in what we're calling BulaFIT, the BulaFIT System 101, How To. And it's going to give you some great tips on what to eat, what not to eat, the 3 pillars that we focus on, and more. We will be touching on this subject a lot because there's so many people that are going through so many amazing transformations. We want to make sure that we educate everyone on the BulaFIT system and all the benefits. So we're going to start, as we always do, by speaking of David Gilmour. David Gilmour was born in Canada, and he is a serial entrepreneur and a wellness advocate. And he bought the island of Wakaya in 1972 for $3 million. That was $3 million back then. And when he bought it, he and his wife Jillian set out to create an organic utopia on the island. This is where they have their favorite home. This is where they opened their dream resort, the Wakaya Club and Spa. And this is where David's final venture, Wakaya Perfection, was started. So it is very, very precious to him. A lot of people know by now, but I always love this story, the idea of creating the world's purest and healthiest water, Fiji water, was born on Wakaya Island. And it's a great story. David actually was golfing with his wife Jillian at the resort and on Wakaya, and a friend of theirs had flown in, and he was golfing ahead of them. And he reached into his golf bag, as David saw from far away, and he pulled out a glass bottle of Evian water from France, and he started drinking it. And David was horrified because he believed that the purest place on the planet, and I believe this, and I know anyone that steps foot in Fiji will believe it, is the Fijian Islands. So he set out to change the water industry by introducing a square bottle in a round glass bottle market and introducing the healthiest water, because Fiji water, still to this day, is the healthiest water out there. It has 81% silica, which helps with your hair and nail growth. It's very, very healthy. So all of David's ideas came from Wakaya Island. It's a very, very special place to him. This is Wakaya Island in Fiji. It is a 2,200-acre certified organic island. It is pure, pristine, and untouched. If you're looking for a place that's very similar to Jurassic Park, you have found it on Wakaya Island. Wakaya Island has 2 organic certifications. That means the island is actually certified organic. The first one is USDA certified organic, and the second certification is Australian certified organic, and that is very hard to get. So we're very, very proud that we have 2 certifications. The island itself is 5 miles long by 1.5 miles wide. It's 2 times the size of Central Park in New York. And this is where all of our magic is born. We cultivate our ginger and turmeric in paddocks on the back end of the island. We cultivate our sea salt in our beautiful azure blue reefs. We cultivate our Dilo oil on Nautilus Beach. And you'll see up front we have our resort here, our village, where you can see my cursor, as well as David and Jillian's home, and also Homestead Bay. And I always bring this up because it's such a magical little bay. It's home to our hawksbill Pacific sea turtle. So the island itself is, as I said, very, 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 very preserved. David has traveled 7 million miles in his life, and he watched all of his favorite places, such as Mallorca and Puerto Vallarta, become commercialized. So he has kept Wakaya Island as pristine and as untouched as possible. Now, shortly after he sold Fiji water, he went to a luxury summit that American Express was putting on in Palm Beach. And the big question of the day was, what is life's greatest luxury? This is where major marketers of Audi and Louis Vuitton and Tiffany all came together to learn how to market to the high net worth individual. So the biggest question was, what's life's greatest luxury? And the answer everyone came up with after 3 days is time. Time. No one has enough time to spend with their family, to shop for the right food, to make the right dinners, to work out and take care of their bodies. And after 3 days, David was believing the same thing. But on the 3rd day, David stood up. It was his time to speak on the panel. He ripped up his notes, and he said to everyone in a quiet room, "What good is time if you don't have your health?" And that is when he knew he had to give birth to his final, and what he claims, and he is right, his most successful venture, Wakaya Perfection. Now, Wakaya Perfection, we all know the story of our ginger and our turmeric. This is a proprietary organic pink Fijian ginger seed. It is 100% pure, powerful. It's a high-impact spice of life. We know this because we actually take our root that we hand cultivate on Wakaya Island, and we take it to a lab in Linden, Utah called Pharmatech, and we test it, and we do certificates of analysis. And what came back with our pink Fijian ginger is it has 3 times more gingerols than regular ginger powder. So the gingerols are the therapeutic agent within ginger. So this was a huge finding. And again, this is all cultivated by hand. And this ginger root that you're seeing looks nothing like what you'd normally see at a Whole Foods or a Publix or any type of market. We then also cultivated organic Fijian turmeric. And this was really interesting because we actually cultivated our turmeric to protect our ginger. We knew that turmeric was a natural antioxidant, natural anti-inflammatory, and we were having, we don't use pesticides or pollutants on Wakaya. When we're growing our ginger, we were having problems with pests, and rather than use any type of chemicals, which we don't do, we planted turmeric in every other row with our ginger to see if it would protect the ginger, and that's exactly what it did. Now, when we got our turmeric back, we found out that it had 5 times more curcumin than regular turmeric powder, and curcumin is the therapeutic agent within turmeric. So this is very, very powerful, and even now today, we started this company in 2011. Even now today, you still hear all over the news how popular both ginger and turmeric are. So just know that the way that we cultivate these and these proprietary seeds really have the most flavor and efficacy of any other powders out there. So let's talk today a little bit about the ketogenic lifestyle. A ketogenic diet is a low-carb diet that can turn the body into a fat-burning machine. It's specifically designed to put the body into a state of ketosis. And, you know, we don't even like to use the word diet when we're speaking with ketogenic because it's actually a lifestyle. This is a different way to approach the way you eat. So all of you, as we have seen, have been going through amazing transformations. And that is because you have modified your diet and introduced fitness into your life. And by modifying your diet the way with your ketogenic lifestyle, you do turn your body into a fat-burning machine. And what's very interesting about this way of eating is that once you turn your body into a fat-burning machine, you then experience ketosis. And ketosis is a state when your body turns that fat, fuel, into ketones for energy. And it's associated with energy, blood sugar support, mental health support, and lasting fat loss. Now, ketosis is a process that the body does on an everyday basis. Your body adapts well, processing different types of nutrients into fuels that it needs. It's like a car, well-oiled machine. There's proteins, fats, carbs are all processed for use. And when you eat a low-carb, high-fat keto diet, it ramps up this process, making your body work more efficiently. I know this picture probably looks good to a lot of people, but when you eat a carbohydrate-based foods or excess amounts of protein, your body will break down this into sugar, known as glucose. So glucose is needed in the creation of ATP, which is an energy molecule, which is fuel needed for the daily activities and maintenance. So your body, when you eat carbs, your body automatically makes glucose. Now, the interesting part of this is when your body has no access to glucose, so you eliminate those carbs, your body will then turn to fat, and it will burn fat and create molecules called ketones. Since the body is unable to use glucose for energy, it breaks down the fat instead, resulting in fat loss. And that is really the key to this, on top of the 3 pillars that we're going to talk about tonight. It's really an amazing way to eat. So the ketogenic diet is 75% of calories from fat, so it's everything from avocado to bacon to cream to butter to olive oil, protein. Another 20% are from proteins, just a steak, fish, everything. And 5% are from carbohydrates. So it's a very interesting formula. Now, before we talk about the entire system, we always, as we do with the Wakaya way, want to talk about remaining compliant with FDA and FTC. So we always like to talk about our disclaimer, which is people in the BulaFIT program can expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. The causes for being overweight vary from person to person due to genetics, environmental factors, food intake, metabolism, and differing levels of exercise. And because of this, results from the BulaFIT program may vary, and no individual results may be seen as typical. And this is so, so true. Everyone's body is completely different, so you have to respect the way that your body handles this change. So we all know and love, we have the BulaFIT system, which is all about living a high-impact life. And the BulaFIT system is a fat loss and fitness program that's led by celebrity fitness expert and men's health cover model, Owen McKibben. Owen is our coach. Owen is there for us. You'll see him on our BulaFIT Facebook page posting videos. He just posted a great video yesterday. He's going to post another one tomorrow. He'll help with your workout routines. Basically, Owen will help. Owen has helped design a system that is based on diet modification and fitness activity. These are 2 simple formulas. Now, the first one that all of us don't really think about but is very, very important, pillar number 1, mindset, right? Having the mindset to change the way you eat is hard. It requires discipline, it requires sacrifice, it requires change, and you can do it. I've already seen a ton of people. We have all seen a ton of people and our ambassadors doing this. But it requires everything from attitude and optimism and changing the way you think and believing that something is possible and believing in other people and believing in success and having positivity. So there's a lot of pieces that go with pillar number 1. Also, so you think about this. You've decided to change your life and take control and get healthy. You might be 40 pounds overweight, you might be 50 pounds overweight, you might be 80 pounds overweight. And the natural first question is, how often can you cheat? It's the first thing you start thinking about because making this kind of change is hard. It's not easy. And you'll hear Owen talk about that a lot. But you can do it. We have so many success stories out there. This is a way, an approach to eating that is actually delicious and fulfilling. So one of the things I know Owen and I talk about a lot is the mindset is when you think about cheat days, and I want to talk on this for a second because this is really important. When you even consider a cheat day, when you're on the BulaFIT system, you're then having a mindset that is already resigned to failing. You cannot be successful if you're trying to figure out when you want to have your next your next cookie, your next chocolate bar. This takes a mindset of someone who wants to feel and be healthier. It takes discipline. There is no middle ground. There's no compromise. You choose one or the other, the old you or a new, healthy, and improved you. And like I said, we're here to support you. You guys can do this. Most of you are already doing this. So we've seen the success stories. Know that there's some very creative ways to get around these snack cravings. And just know that a cheat day is not a good option when you're starting the BulaFIT system. Also, yes, plateau point, one of the places that no one likes to visit, you will most likely hit a plateau. Your body may decide to go on its own way for its own reasons that you may not even be able to understand. This is a highly, highly probable outcome. But if and when you do plateau, go to plateau point, be patient because you can afford to outweight it. Trust the process. Trust the BulaFIT system. Throw away the scale. Start looking about how your clothes are fitting. Stay on track. The number of pounds lost isn't the only way to measure success. This is key. Just don't panic if you hit the plateau. It is completely natural. Your body is going at its own pace, and you have to respect that. No matter whose story you're looking at online, remember that your own story is your story. It's no one else's. Very, very important to remember that. And the third piece is everybody and everyone's body is completely different. Respect and embrace your own transformation and your own shape. We are all different. We're like snowflakes. Not one is the same. Make sure that you respect the fact that your body is going through a change. It's taken years to put the weight on that you have. Now we can take it off a little bit faster, but respect the time that it is going to take. This mindset piece is probably the hardest piece about the BulaFIT system. Once you get the mindset to make change in your life, the rest is a piece of cake. So let's talk about our pillar number 2. Sorry, that's wrong. Pillar number 2, which is fuel. This is a keto-friendly meal. Look at how beautiful that is and delicious. So before we go into a little bit of what you can and can't eat, we're going to talk about our KetoFuel meal replacement shake. So our meal replacement shake is actually one of the most delicious ones in the market out there today. It helps maintain the ideal high-fat, medium protein, and low-carb ratios for an easy way for you to stay in ketosis. And we have the word perfection in our name. The reason David Gilmour put the word perfection in our name is because we are not perfect, but we will always strive for perfection. And when you see the ingredients in our KetoFuel meal replacement shake or our Keto Burn or any of our products, you will see that it is as perfect as it can be. Our KetoFuel contains, for example, grass-fed whey. The cream we use is non-GMO. It also contains our organic Fijian turmeric and pink Fijian ginger. So everything that you have in here is very, very natural in a proprietary blend. And the same goes for our Keto Burn appetite suppressant and metabolic booster. So this is a potent combination of herbs and extracts that help manage appetite and craving while providing sustained energy and focus throughout the day. And again, our 2 core hero ingredients are in this proprietary blend. And like we said, look at this. The nutritional panel has green tea extract, natural caffeine, bitter orange extract, all natural ingredients, and again, proprietary ingredients. And we always talk about living a high-impact life. The BulaFIT system, and specifically the BulaFIT Warrior Pack, has everything you need to lead a high-impact life, from our KetoFuel to our new Bula Bobble to our Nutrify to our Keto Burn. You know, when you get on the BulaFIT system, it is a change for life. So it is literally, you're going to get on it, you're going to lose the weight that you need to lose, but then you're going to need to maintain. And all of these products will then help you maintain after. And that is the beauty of the BulaFIT system. Now, when you are on the ketogenic lifestyle, you have to eat less than 20 grams net carbs per day if you want to get into ketosis. Net carbs are calculated by subtracting the fiber grams from the total carb grams. You will be surprised by how many grams of carbs are in things you didn't expect them to be in, such as garlic, onions, and tomatoes, and even kale. While you're on the ketogenic diet, in the ketogenic lifestyle, when you eat low carbs, your body doesn't retain water the same way. So sodium and other important electrolytes get flushed out quickly. You must replenish these electrolytes constantly. So salt is critical to the ketogenic lifestyle. That means maybe you'll put some of our Fijian sea salt into your Bula Bobble. Maybe you'll use extra salt in your food. But make sure you're getting that salt intake. It will help take away any type of side effects, such as maybe a headache or any type of bad feeling. Salt is critical while you're on this lifestyle. And of course, proper hydration is a key component to the BulaFIT lifestyle. You have to aim for at least 100 ounces per day, especially in the first few weeks until your body adjusts. And like we said, we have the brand new Bula Bobble. It's perfect for hydrating. You can use it so many different ways using your ketogenic, your KetoFuel. You can use it for infusions from fruit to vegetables, as well as our NutriCaps. So there's a lot of different ways to stay hydrated. So let's talk now about what you can and can't eat on the diet. So all the foods below are below 5% in carbs. And sticking to these foods will make it very easy to stay on a strict low-carb diet with less than 20 grams of carbs per day. So look what you can still have: natural fats, such as butter and olive oil. You can have eggs. You can have avocados, olives, cheese. Who changes their eating habits and are allowed to eat cheese and transform their body? It's insane. So there's a lot of great things that you can have while you're living the ketogenic lifestyle. Now, what to drink on the keto diet? Water is perfect. So is coffee or tea. Ideally, no sweeteners and a modest amount of milk or cream. Beer is a definite no-no. That is super high in carbs, and wine as well. So you'll see with this graph, you'll see water, coffee, tea, and then you start moving up into the high carbs when you look at wine. Now, things to try and avoid, and these are kind of surprises because I'm on the keto lifestyle, and I actually love bananas, but I can't have bananas anymore, and I was so sad. But I'm still getting other things that I love. But these are high carb things: bananas, potatoes, pasta. We know, rice, donuts, candy. All of these things should be avoided. Again, no cheat days. These are not worth it. You can enjoy much better things. Even more definite no-nos is everything from grapes to cafe lattes. And for those of you that have had the KetoFuel in your coffee, it tastes exactly like a latte. It is absolutely delicious. So just know that you can just put 2 scoops of your powder in a large coffee cup, pour coffee over it. You do not need sugar. You do not need any milk. It's absolutely delicious. So you can substitute your coffee with our KetoFuel to make that latte feeling. But everything also from cashews. While nuts are great for you on the ketogenic lifestyle, cashews are not your friend. Vitamin water and juice, very high carb. Now, the rule with vegetables it's very simple. Vegetables growing above ground are low carb, and they can be eaten freely. Vegetables below ground contain more carbs, so you have to be more careful with them, especially potatoes. So just remember, above ground is better for you, lower in carbs. Now, if you want to snack, some veggie snacks that are low in carbs are easy, and you can have great sauces with them, low-carb just dipping sauce or even cream cheese. So everything from celery to cucumbers, sliced peppers, carrots. There's a lot of different ways you can snack. Now, we talk about the below-ground vegetables that are higher in carbs, and you can see clearly how high these are. And you hear so much sweet potatoes are so good for you. Look how high in carbs they are, 17 grams. Potatoes are 15, beetroot 7, onions, carrots. These are no-nos. They're below ground. You don't want to go near them when you're on the ketogenic lifestyle. Everyone talks about fruit. So this was the only part for me that I found a little bit challenging, but there is always going to be a challenge in any type of diet modification. Luckily, there's enough that I can eat on the ketogenic lifestyle that this has not been a problem for me. And now when I use the BulaBobble, I do some keto-friendly fruit infusions, so that gives me that little taste that I'm looking for. But all fruits contain quite a few carbs, mostly in the form of sugar. And fruit is really the candy from nature. And this means that on a strict low-carb diet, you may be better off having berries instead, or a small fruit like a plum or a few cherries once in a while. You can get any nutrient in fruit from vegetables, so there really is no need for fruit while you're enjoying the ketogenic lifestyle. If you are going to have fruit, you can do so, like I said, in a BulaBobble infusion. You can have raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, even blueberries, but look at how high in carb the blueberries are. So really, I would stick with these 3 sets of berries here. Now, you can still eat delicious snacks while you're on the keto diet. And I mean, when Owen McKibben and Todd Smith and Blake Graham first talked about the ketogenic lifestyle with me, I was amazed. My mouth was dropped open, actually, because I could not believe that I could actually go out and have a cheese and cold cut or antipasta platter, and it's completely in line with the way you need to eat. I could eat avocados. I could eat olives, which I love, and I could eat nuts, which are my favorite. It was brilliant. Just know you can have these amazing snacks while you're enjoying this lifestyle. It's really a different way to approach eating. Now, nuts, the 3 best options are Brazilian nuts, macadamia, and pecan, which can be eaten freely even on a strict low-carb diet. They're filled with healthy fats. The worst options are pistachios and cashews. Just 2 handfuls of cashews contain 20 grams. That is your allowance for the day. So just pay attention on this graph, and this will also be up in Podbean. You guys will be able to download this and share this with other people. Just make sure you know which nuts are good to eat while you're on the ketogenic lifestyle. And then we have pillar number 3, which is perform. Fitness is a critical part of your high-impact life, and it goes hand-in-hand with the keto lifestyle. And our celebrity fitness expert, Owen McKibben, is our coach. And I love this story because when Owen first came on board with us at our launch last October, he flew to Las Vegas. He had never met Todd Smith. He had never met Bill Andreoli. And he sat down with them, and when I first greeted Owen in the lobby of the resort, I looked at him. I just had dinner with him back in July in LA when I was visiting. So this is only a few months later. I looked at him and I said, wow, you look amazing. You're so, he's already huge, looks like a cyborg. But I said, your muscle definition is even more, if that's even possible. And he said, I know, I'm on this ketogenic lifestyle, and I love it. He goes, I can eat whatever I want, all my favorite foods. So anyways, I take Owen from the back, from the lobby, and I bring him to a private room where he meets Bill and Todd. And before we actually sat down, we actually had sat down, before we really started talking, the first question Todd Smith said to Owen, he said, before we go into anything about our potential relationship, what do you know of the ketogenic lifestyle? And Owen's mouth dropped open because he always says that was the perfect moment. That's when he knew he had to come on board because it was just timed too perfectly. So he's really such a great representation of our ketogenic lifestyle. And the BulaFIT system that we created has the 3 pillars that we talk about. You have to have the right mindset to start this lifestyle change. You have to know what type of fuel to put in your body, and you have to know how to perform. And so what we've done with Owen's help is we have created BulaFIT system tools to help you integrate fitness into your BulaFIT lifestyle. So we have the ongoing videos and content that you'll find on the Facebook page. We have a DVD series that is 4-part that has bonus tracks. It comes with a reference guide. We also have our Bula Bobble, brand new and improved, which has 2 workout routines on the back. So you can actually do the flex routine or you can do the power routine, depending on how you're feeling. Now, the BulaFIT Warrior workouts, the DVD system that we made, I think this was Todd's brainchild. It was so smart. All the movements that you do in those workout DVDs are based on ancient Fijian warrior movements and Owen McKibben's zone progression training. So you are mimicking the way that the warriors would crouch but when they're hunting, the way that they would move their bodies when they go to swim and catch fish, the way that they would run and burst up with some of Owen's power squats to surprise their prey. So this is really, really a lot of thought went into this DVD series. If you don't have it, please go ahead and go out and get it. This is something you should be doing every day. Diet modification and fitness go hand in hand. I have met a lot of people that are that have transformed themselves with the ketogenic lifestyle, but they're not working out. Now, the important thing to know is it's one thing to lose weight, but skinny is not strong. Remember that. Skinny is not strong. You want your body to be strong. You want the inside of your body to be strong, and that comes from eating the right things, but also from fitness. Fitness is a key element. I will push this until the day I have my last breath. If you get skinny, that's one thing, but you need to get strong after. And for all of you that have lost weight, the great part of that is now you feel great in whatever you wear. So now it's time to work out. Very, very important. Each workout can be done at home without any expensive equipment, and you can do it in a park. You can do it on the beach. You'll see Owen posting his content. He's all over the place. He's at the Santa Monica Stairs. He's at the beach. These workout DVDs provide fitness benefits that rival those that you can get from a gym or other fitness establishments. So as Owen always says, no gym, no weights, no problem. So this DVD series, you're getting the tools you need, and you're not spending a lot, which is great. You're not spending your money on a gym membership. You have your own private coach with Owen. Now, we have an incredibly supportive community in BulaFIT. We have now over 5,000 members in less than 90 days. That is outstanding. That is just every day we have new people join our community on Facebook. Please be sure to join. Tell your friends about it. There's a ton of content you'll see. You'll see recipes that people are making, incredible food recipes. If you are ever looking for a recipe, just go on to our BulaFIT, Wakaya Perfection BulaFIT System page, and it's Wakaya BulaFIT, that's what it's called, and you can search in this search section for anything. Just type recipe, and you'll see all the recipes that come up. Now, Wakaya Perfection has been a well-established brand for many years, since 2011, and that is something that's really important to point to. We actually there's 2 ways when you're in retail, 2 things when you're in retail, selling in and selling through. Now, when you sell in, that means, that was my job, going to the buyers for Saks Fifth Avenue or Harrods of London or Williams-Sonoma and even HSN and saying, we have something great, you should sell it. Selling through is when those buyers buy our product and then they put our product on the shelf, and then it's up to the consumer to buy it. What happened with Wakaya Perfection was we could not tell our amazing story on a shelf at Whole Foods Market or at Publix. We just couldn't do it. We would just be sitting, our ginger powder would be sitting next to other products. You couldn't open it. It was a higher price point. It just did not sell well, and that's when David Gilmour decided to take the brand back to network marketing, because really the best way to sell this brand is through the people. And you guys, for any of you that have been to the Denver boot camp, you heard the Wakaya business story, which we'll be probably doing again next week on our product training call. That story is all about selling one little jar of ginger for about 2 years. So you guys have well over 20-plus products to sell, and we started with one ginger jar in the major retail establishments. We also like to talk about Oprah Winfrey, because she discovered our ginger in 2012, and she also discovered it in 2014, and she picked it as her favorite things. So each year we go back to the Oprah Winfrey team. This year we'll be going back with our Bula Bobbles as well as our KetoFuel and Keto Burn with our fingers crossed. We also worked with Dr. Deepak Chopra of the Chopra Center. Dr. Chopra was a grand doctor at Boston, Mass. And what a grand doctor does is he is so intelligent in his profession, he actually teaches the trauma doctors and the doctors that have been in the field for many years. So he actually worked in the, for Boston, Mass. For years before he started the Chopra Center. And the Chopra Center is founded on Ayurvedic medicine, which is based on ginger and turmeric. And it's all about well-being. That's what Dr. Deepak Chopra preaches. So when he discovered our ginger and our turmeric, he then helped us formulate our premium tea collection. And then he tweeted to his 1.91 million Twitter followers that he was excited to join forces with us because we share the organic approach to creating total well-being. This is huge for our business. So just know you have an established brand. You have the backing of Oprah. You have the backing of Dr. Deepak Chopra. You have a system, the BulaFIT system, that actually works. You can see it working. You guys are walking billboards. So on that note, we're going to shift really quickly to BulaBash, because when I saw everyone in Denver last week, I was blown away. I mean, some people literally at first I kind of didn't recognize. I was like, is that so-and-so? I couldn't believe it. I mean, Michelle Reynolds, Barb Pitcock, Taya, I mean, endless, impressive weight loss stories, fat loss stories. So Owen and I were laughing because Owen says we're going to all have to get name tags for BulaBash because we will not recognize anyone. So BulaBash is in September of 2017, and if you have not registered, please be sure to register. It is going to be amazing. It's our first annual conference. And if you guys were at launch, you'll remember the BulaBash took place, or our launch took place at the gorgeous Green Valley Ranch and Spa. If you have any time to get there a day or two earlier, or if you have time to get into the actual spa, I highly recommend it. This is a gorgeous resort. We have a great lineup for BulaBash. Some of them I can't even talk about. The product launches I can't speak of. Some of the speakers we have I can't speak of to you guys, but David Gilmour, our co-founder, will be in the house, and he loves to engage with all of you, so very excited about that. We also will have our favorite fitness coach, Owen McKibben. He will be on hand as well. He'll be leading workouts. He'll be speaking. He'll be celebrating a lot of the people who have made amazing accomplishments with the BulaFIT Warrior Challenge. So really excited to have Owen on board. We also are going to have Chef William Sellner, and he's going to cook keto-friendly meals. So not only are you going to go have a blast at the BulaBash, but you're going to eat all keto-friendly culinary adventures, so it's very exciting. And of course, we have our amazing co-founder, Todd Smith, and our equally amazing president, Bill Andreoli, on hand. We will also have all of our leaders, all of our executive team, and talk about leaders for a second. We now have Andre Vaughn as a blue diamond. We have new diamonds, such as Cynthia Sly and Atara Dallas, and it's been amazing, Valerie Love, just to see all these new diamonds pop up. And now we have emeralds and rubies that are hot on the diamond's heels. So we are going to have an incredible celebration at the Bula Bash. As we head towards the end of this, make sure that you go subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is so, so important. Jason Phillips and I shoot video about every other month. And those videos are videos that you can use. We're going to be shooting a how-to BulaFIT video within the next month or so. And this is going to be something you can just put on your iPhone, on your iPad. I know we just shot a great video for our new Bula Bobble. Just know that all these videos are right at your fingertips. They're so incredibly done. Jason does such an amazing job. So make sure that you register for our YouTube channel. You'll get an email anytime we have new content. So make sure you subscribe. And lastly, I love this shot. This is a shot of David and Jillian's home on the tip of Wakaya Island. We always like to say paradise is closer than you think. And also Vinaka, which means thank you in Fijian, and Moche Nisa Moche, and that means have a good night. So I really want to thank you guys for being on the call always every Thursday night. You're so dedicated in calling in. For those of you that know or that have people that haven't been able to attend this call, this will pop up in Podbean most likely tomorrow. You'll be able to download it. I'll also try and post it on the Wakaya BulaFIT page. But I am going to open up the lines. I want to hear some major love and Bula Bula.